Hi guys, welcome to shop Rjpasini for great deals on eBay. The reason I'm making this video, guys, I just want to go over a few things. I'm kind of excited, a little happy and stuff like that to share this information with you. For those who are new to my YouTube channel, I just want to say thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you like the information I put out there. If you do follow me on the reseller news or any of the videos I produce on this channel, I really do appreciate you, subscribing. And if you like the video, that's fine. If you don't, then you don't have to leave a comment. Or if you don't like it, that's fine as well. You don't want to, leave a thumbs up. That's fine. The reason I'm doing this particular video is I'm offering, I think, this is my personal opinion. Now, people may say, well, I've seen better deals, and I'm sure you have. And if there are any people out there that are watching this here, please don't leave any bad comments. I'm just expressing my own, for my own channel, my own, eBay listing or selling, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm offering pretty good deals. I've been marking down, and I'm going to, screen share with you guys in a second here. I've been marking down a lot of the items I have, even the very new items I put up. Now, usually when I put the new items up, I usually, put a price there, a price point on the items, the new items I start with, and it's usually, I wouldn't say it's expensive, too expensive. I try to keep it. I don't try to go too high or too low. I try to stay in the middle. But I've been finding it lately that even staying in the middle, there are a lot of buyers out there that still want to see, a good markdown price. They want to get it for a good price, and I understand. And I kind of been toying and experimenting with the price points on my merchandise I have listed on eBay, and I find it that I have marked some of the items down, a good majority of them down, at least 2 or 3 times. Now, some people might say that's kind of crazy. You're really probably cutting short on your profits there. But I'm looking at it. I'm realizing it this way. If you have items that have been sitting around for close to a year on eBay, and you have a lot of views, I don't know which one it is. I don't know which item it is. It's got like, I think, over 1,000 views on it. And one thinks, you say, wow, 1,000 people, or 1,000 people had viewed this particular item, and not one made an offer, not one made an inquiry about it. So the only thing I'm assuming, it's the price. But here's the funny thing, though. With that item that has over 1,000 views, I do have people watching it. I don't know if it's 2 or 3, but the point is there are people watching it. Okay. Now, somebody called up on eBay Radio, I don't know if it was this week's segment or last week's, whatever it was, stating that when you list items or if you drop your prices down, do the buyers get notifications? The buyers that are following you. I don't know. I really don't know. Someone said yes, and it's kind of like a maybe, whatever. And some of the people you hear on the chat boards, or like on my Facebook group or whatever. I always thought that's the way it was. Like when if someone's watching, like the people that are watching your listings, if you do make a markdown price, that they would get notification that, hey, that little widget that you're looking for, it just dropped $2 or whatever. It's on sale this week or whatever. Now, I don't use Markdown Manager. I don't use any of those tools from eBay. I know there was a follower or a user or whatever, somebody stumbled across my YouTube channel and said they used it and they had great success with it. I don't use it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing for people who use it. That's your prerogative. That's your personal preference if you want to use it. I like to do things the old-fashioned way and the most cost-effective way. I don't want to. What I'm trying to say is I like eBay. It's a good selling platform, but I don't want to give eBay any more money than I have to. We all, I don't want to sit here and rant about how, that I have exuberant high fees from eBay. People may say, well, you only got 360 something listings on there. How high could they be? High enough for me. High enough for me. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to get into the pricing, but it's up there, okay? And the reason why it's up there, and the reason why it's becoming costly, guys, is because after the good to cancel whatever's over, whatever that kind of like runs out, you got to do a relisting again. So after all that stuff ends, and you got to relist it again, and that's when you start jacking the bills up. At least that's working for me. Even with the 50 so listings, the free listings they give you as a top-rated seller or whatever. I think any seller gets, I believe. I don't quote me on that. Those get used up. They get eaten up like crazy. I mean, those listings that would have 50 or 100. I think the last one had 100 listings. And I think what happens is, if I understood the eBay teammate, this is the way I think it works. If I'm wrong, leave a comment, or if you want to let me know, I'd really appreciate it. If you have the date, if eBay offers you 100 free listings from a certain duration, let's say from now to the end of November, and if your good to cancel listings has ended, I think what they do, if I understood them right, I could be wrong now, so don't quote me on this and hold me to it. They take those 100 free listings and will apply it towards the listings that just came off good to cancel, and I think they use that as a credit, whatever. That's why I thought I understood. I could be wrong though. Okay, so don't hold me on that. Just take it. Just take it for face value for what this is what I thought I understood the way they said it. But anyway, so I have been marking the items down a couple times within this past month. I'm kind of like feeling the waters. And you know what they say, every item will find its market value. Whatever you and I put up on eBay, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get that price. I'm going to give you an example. Here we have the iPod Shuffle. I just got this thing the other day. Nice condition, right? It's a nice condition. It's got the little thing in it. It's got the charger in there. It's got the unit in there, and that's it. Basically, it comes in its original packaging. This is how I got it. Now, they said this is a special edition one here, and it's the red one, special edition. By the way, if anyone's inquiring, but this is sold. I'm just waiting for the buyer to make a payment on it. I did take a best offer on this, and I'm going to tell you right now, I had this here listed, I think at $29.99. I was kind of rushy with this, to be honest with you. Then I marked it down to $19.99, and I got a best offer on it, and I accepted the best offer, which is a few dollars cheaper than I'm not getting $19.99 for it. But I figured, you know what? Let me take it. Let me move the merchandise out here. And that's what I'm trying. That's what the whole purpose of this video is all about. It's to give you guys a heads up. I'm dropping the prices down on a lot of merchandise. I mean, just about everything. I only got, I think, 360 something items up. I'm going to screen share with you guys and just show you what I have. For those who are new, if you haven't been to my eBay listings, my eBay user ID, and I'm going to tell it to you. I know it's got a lot of dashes in it, so I'm sorry, folks. I don't think I'm going to be changing the name anytime soon, but I want to share it with you anyway. My eBay user ID, in case you want to follow me, put you on your save list. It's up to you. If you don't want to, that's fine. It's shop dash Rjpasini dash 4 dash great dash deals. I know a lot of dashes. I know. Maybe one day I'll change the name. We'll see what happens with that. I know it's a nuisance, but I didn't want to keep it repetitive. I didn't want to have one big long tagline name. So I wanted to just break it up. So anyway, so that's what I got going on with that. In case you want to follow me, I did talk in my other video. I don't know if it was the reseller one or the sneak peek one. I did mention that once I get rid of a lot of these items, and I'm being upfront and honest with you guys. The reason why I'm doing a lot of markdowns on the prices on the items I have is because I want to get rid of a lot of items. Well, we all do, I know, and a lot of sellers will say, yeah, you and a million other sellers want to do the same thing. I'm just, again, speaking for myself, okay? The reason why I do that is because I want to try to get better items. Things, like, I'll give you an example. I deal with an antique dealer, and this person has great antiques. They go to estate sales. They do all these type of things. They can do consignment, estate sales, and so on. They have things in there that you don't see. Well, at least for me, again, now with the thrift stores around my area, they have things in that antique dealer shop. Things that you don't see in the thrift store, and most likely you probably won't. And if you did, it'd be snatched up anyway in a heartbeat, especially when they have 50% off. Now, this past weekend, no, actually Friday and Saturday. They had 50% off 2 days in a row. And when I went to the place, it was packed and the shelves were just about empty for both days. That was Friday and Saturday, 50% off. Now, Friday was VIP, which I'm a VIP. Yeah, you get the VIP membership. And then yesterday, Saturday, it was open to everyone. So when they have that memo goes out or that advertisement goes out, I don't know if everybody's on the mailing list, everybody and their aunts and uncles are there, okay? It's mobbed. And let me tell you something. You see people coming out with shopping carts filled to the hilt with items, all different things. Christmas items, clothing, toys, you name it, it's there. I've seen a lot of people coming out of the store with shopping carts filled to the hilt. I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. I mean, but then again, you got to understand, everything is 50% off. I went there on Friday, and I only picked up, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 items. That's what the eBay sneak peek is all about. And then I got some more items that was given to me from my relative, and they didn't want it, so they said, "You want them?" I said, "Yeah, I'll take them. I'm more than happy to." And that's what ended up making a little more for me. I don't know how many I had total like that. The new ones that I added, I forget, maybe, I don't know, what, 10, 7, 10, whatever it was, something like that. I know it wasn't much. So I already listed them up. They're on eBay and ready. And, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I didn't have to go out sourcing because, I mean, I got the things that my relative gave me, it was enough for me. You know, to source. Like I said, I have to catalog these things. I have to put the price point. You have to put the you know, what I paid for it, 50% off. I got to do all the, you know, I got to log it in. I got to do all the logins on these items I purchase. So yeah, and the problem is though, folks, a lot of people will say, you know, in regards to listing some other sellers I watched there, some people say they do 50 a day, 100 a day. Then I heard one guy saying there's a person that does 1,000 a day. I don't know about all of that. If it is, they must have help, because I'll be honest with you, for the small little ones I have, it takes hours for me to do it. Okay, now people may say, well, maybe you're doing it wrong. Maybe I am. I don't know. But like I said, when I get my items from the thrift store, I have to catalog them. I put the prices in there, what they are, the descriptions, and so forth. And you know, you got to clean them up. You got to test them. If it's electronics, you want to make sure they work. So and then after I catalog the items, after I log them in, I clean them up, and then I do the photography on them. I start doing the shoots on them. You know, take the pictures. That takes time. That's time consuming. And then you got to write the descriptions up. So to be honest with you, for a one-man band like me doing stuff like this, I would probably feel comfortable. Maybe comfortable doing 20 a day, and that's small by you know, some standards of other sellers. That's small amount of listing, maybe 20 a day, and even that's kind of like a lot of work. I'm talking having the inventory here, not sourcing. I'm talking having the inventory here. You get up in the morning, have a fresh start, and you end up you know, doing your thing there, so to speak. You start working, you know, and no matter how early you get up, I'm up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. A couple nights ago, because I was doing work on eBay, I had to get some stuff up, do some videos. I didn't get to sleep till 2 o'clock in the morning. So they're all going to be late nights. This type of business, folks, and I don't care what anybody tells me, or tells you, or anybody, what Charlie tells me, this is a 7-day-a-week work job. Okay? Now, some people say, well, if you're doing it for yourself, you can take a little time off for yourself. That's true. But no listing, no money. Okay? And if you do list, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make a lot of money either, because if you're not selling that much, you know, what difference does it make? People say, what difference does it make? You know, whether you get the listing today or tomorrow, or whatever. But it's a competitive field, very competitive business, and you know, when I do my research, do I spend a lot of time researching? And I'm not saying because I do a lot of researching, it's helping me out in sales. No, it's not. To be honest with you, when I do my research, I'm looking at how other sellers have the descriptions. I'm looking, I basically focus on what their price points are, and you know, making sure I'm in the right categories. And I found that in 9 out of 10, I do all of that there. I'm in the right category. The you know, the listing's good, the description's good, but the price, but what turns out to be a fault for me is the price point. I think sometimes I overestimate what I think it's valued at, and you can't really do that there, because it will find its market value. And that's what happened with this iPad Shuffle. I put it in the right first time I had it for $29, $29.99. Then I knocked it down to $19.99. This was all done within a couple of days, and then a person just made a bid before, and I accepted the bid, best offer. So, and when a person makes an offer, I think a lot of sellers have to take into account that when a buyer makes an offer, it's what they feel comfortable with. Okay, and now if I was to say no, I want X amount of money for it, I may have lost the sale. So it's all a hit and miss game with this type of business, and it all depends how much of a profit are you looking to make, how low are you willing to go on a price, are you going to counter offer, are you going to try to get meat in between? I just took it, and the point I'm getting across is for those who are watching. If you guys look at my listings, I'm going to show you, going to screen share now, and if you look at the items I have, even though they're low, I have been accepting a lot of best offers. So I'm throwing it out there again. And you might say, well, that's why you're doing this. It's like a segue leading into, getting sales. And I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I mean, I'm trying to make you potential buyers aware of what I'm offering out there. But I want you to know too that I am, even though I'm marking the prices down, I'm still leaving the best offer in there. So you guys can make out if you like the things I have. You might not like whatever. You might look at all like 360 something listings and say, I don't like what this guy has. I'm not interested. I don't care if he marks it down to 0. It just might not be what you want, and that's okay. But all I'm saying is, if you look at my listings, you go to my listings on eBay, look at the items I have. If you could do better, then go for it. Okay, but just check it out. Okay, so I'm going to screen share. I'm going to drop it down here. And I'm just going to go over the things. I got 2 windows open up here. The other thing I just want to share with you guys is for those who like to share, do screen shares with eBay, with the new Seller Hub, you might want to check it out prior to putting it on eBay, because when you go on the top line, it gives you your total sales and all that stuff in there. And I don't think that, I think it's kind of like on a personal thing. I don't think people have to know, you know what I'm saying? So you might want to do it ahead of time rather than just do it out there and say, oh, look what I got there. Everybody sees what's going on. So that's something that you keep to yourself. But I'm gonna screen share it now. I'm gonna bump out of this, and we'll take it from there. Okay. Here, I want to just show you some of the views too. But here we have over here this Christmas this Macy's Christmas peanut stall here. I had this at $9.95. As you can see, I dropped it down to $6.95. I had 385 views, and I have 7 watches. Okay. This here, I had this for $29.99. I bumped it down to $24.95. Okay. So you see there, it's got 70 views, 6 watches. Here, I had this at $4.95. I cut it down in half, well, basically almost half. It's for $2.95. I have 438. I got 5 watches. Same thing. I'm not going to go through all of them, but these, when you see the $6.95s on my listings, that's because they were going for $9.95. All right. So that just goes to show you that's how much I dropped it down. All right. On this code here, I had it for $225. I bumped it down to $200. I believe this is with free shipping. Gucci cases here. I bumped it down. I think this was going for $7.95. I bumped it down to $5.95. I got 44 views and 3 watches. Now, the point I'm getting across, folks, I'm not going to go through a whole list. I'm just gonna scroll down, and just show you. All I'm telling you guys is, if you see the prices, how cheap they are. I'm still putting. Look over here. Best offers welcome. I couldn't put the right. I couldn't spell it. I ran out of characters. But if you look. Best offers welcome. Now this one here, I have to change this one over, because see this here? This is crazy. I got to do this one at Twilight Zone, because look, I got to buy $4.99. That's why I said I was getting a little frazzled at one point, because I'm over here doing all this stuff. That's what it was going for, and that's what I have it going for. So I got to change this over here. I'm going to do it after I do this video. I got to remember to do that to Twilight. Anyway, this was, as you can see, $4.99. I put it down to $2.95. So that I got to change that as soon as we get done here, because people who come across it, they're going to say, this guy is crazy. He's got $2.95 and he's got buy for $4.99. It happens, people. Hey, people, we all make mistakes, right? Here, again, $6.95. This was $9.95, $9.99. These I usually sell for $19.99. I dropped it down to $17.95. And I'll be honest with you folks, the things I probably will not be getting anymore while we're on the topic is stuffed dolls, unless they're something I feel that they're going to be worth putting up, worth my time. I don't think I'll be getting any more stuffed dolls. And as far as the Xbox guitars, I don't think I'm going to be dealing with them anymore. So whatever you see up here now is what I have, and it's probably, once it goes, I believe it's going to go. I'm not keeping this stuff. I've been sitting around way too long. Here, this Nintendo wireless one, Frontman, white guitar here. Okay, make offer, $17.95. I have 407 views, 3 watches, and it goes on. Okay, it goes on. Now, this one here. All right, this one here didn't have. I mean, this was, I think, was rated at, what was priced at I don't know, it was either $19.99 or $9.95. I don't remember. Anyway, I dropped it down a couple of times, and now I got 3 people watching it. Now, they apparently on this particular thing here, this could be a little telltale sign as to how you might want to use price points on your merchandise. I had it, I think, for $19.99. I dropped it down to, I think, I had it for $24. No, I think I had it for $24.99. I dropped it down $19.99, and then I made a big drop. I put it down to $6.95. But I got 104 views, and I got 3 people interested. So apparently, this is the magic number for this type of thing. This is what people feel comfortable with price spending. Okay. Now, whether it sells or not, I don't know. All right. Same thing with this. This I think I had for $10.99. I dropped it down to $7.95. 3 watches. This I had for $9.99. Dropped down to $6.95. It bumped up with 3 watches, and so on. Okay. Now a lot of these things that I dropped end up getting more views, more watches. Just to let you know. Okay. So as you can see here, going down, if you see anything you like, folks, for the new people that hitting this YouTube channel, I'm going to try to drop a link. And I want to drop the link in the last one. I couldn't seem to leave it there for some reason, but I'm going to try to drop the link in here, and you could check these items out for yourself. If you're not interested, that's fine, you know. But I just want you to know that the items I have here, I am accepting for the most part, unless it's ridiculous. If you say, like, for this keychain, so I'll give you 50 cents for it, I'm not going to take 50 cents for it, okay? I mean, I'm not going to go crazy. I do want to unload the merchandise, but I'm not going to take ridiculous offers like that. All right, this is for $4.95. I got 2 watches, and 77 people viewed it already, okay? The same thing with this. This didn't have any watches on at one point. I dropped the price down. It had 264 views. Now I have 2 watches. Same thing with the clock. I mean, with the wall plates here. This commemorative wall plate. This is the one, Disney World plate. This I had, I think, at $9.95 or $19.95. One of them prices. I dropped it. I know I dropped it down twice, and it ended up going to $7.95, and I got 2 watches. So apparently, if these people are watching, that's what they probably feel the price is worth. They probably feel comfortable with that price. And if they make a best offer and it's not too ridiculously low, I'll probably most likely accept it. This will be another thing I probably will not be dealing with. Okay. Same thing with this model. See this Ringo Starr shirt? I had this for $19.99. Nobody was interested in it. Right? I bumped the price down to $9.99. I got 2 watches. I got so far 6 views. Well, at least I got 2 watches out of it. It didn't have any on the last time. Now, same thing here. Now, if you guys look for road gear, I marked it down to 27. I have, I think, for $29.99. I marked it down to $27.95. I got 2 views. I'm hoping it's going to sell. This was $45. Well, no, this was $49.99. If you guys are looking for a Nintendo Wii console, I think it only comes with 1 joystick, if I'm not mistaken. I dropped it down to $42.95. I got 2 watches that jumped on it. These weren't being watched. As soon as I dropped the price down from $9.99 to $8.95, I got 19 views, 2 watches. And the list goes on. Okay. So what you're seeing here, go through the, go down a list. If you see something you like, I can't say it more than once. Go for it. Try putting in a best offer. Okay. Same thing with this. I had this for, I think, $15 or $12.99, whatever it was. I dropped it down $9.95. All right, I got 427 people watching it, but I got 2 views on it. Now, hopefully, when you get the views, you hope they're just not just putting you on their watch list for the hell of it. You hope eventually at one point someone's going to buy. One of those buyers is going to buy. Same thing with this. This I have for $9.99. I dropped it down to $7.95 for these old pots. This was $9.95, $7.95. I dropped it down to. I got 2 watches. Here's where I get the ones. Now, I dropped this Gucci one, authentic leather, not Gucci, the genuine authentic Marc Jacobs. I think I do have a Gucci one there, I'm not mistaken. I didn't get no watches on it. I got one. Even with the $5.95 price, it didn't seem to do anything. I might drop it another buck. But that's where you guys come in. Maybe you guys might want to come in and check it out. Okay. But this is what I got, folks. All right. I'm just gonna go through the other page really quick. It's up to you. Some I have 49 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour. Some Mickey Mouse little keychains here. Okay. There's a coach. You're looking for a coach. Now, if you notice, he's only got the one. The watch count didn't go up on these here. Now, if people are gonna ask, are you gonna drop the price anymore? I don't know. Like, for example, this Disney Mickey Mouse hat. If it doesn't sell by this weekend, I might drop it to $6.95. I don't know. But then again, that's where the best offers come in, folks. You got to make that best offer. Got to make that best offer. This is what I got. Keep an eye out for it. There might be something you might be interested in. But I was talking to a family member, and they were saying that maybe your prices are so low that people might feel like they might, how can I say it again? They might feel like they're insulting you because, they drop it. You got it low and they're making like they probably feel funny. Like, for example, these H&M pants. It's $7.95, and I have best offer, right? So if a person says, I'll give you $6 for it, there's nothing to feel ashamed about. If I accept it, I'm good with it. That means I'm fine with it. If I'm accepting, I'm good with it. So you're not going to make me feel belittled or insult me by offering a cheap price. That's not going to happen. I don't work that way. But I am trying to unload this stuff. These were these were a pretty decent deal. Well, for me, again, I don't know. We all price things differently, and we think this is what it's worth. And when you really don't know what it's really worth, that's what could hurt you. I had these, I think, at $19.99. Had it up there for the longest time in these 2 plates. I couldn't get anything. I dropped it down to $7.95. I still got the one watch. The watch count didn't go up. On the rest of these, they didn't look like the watch count went up. Moving right along, this Sony I have for $19.99. Tested it, works. I dropped it out to $16.95. 84 views, 1 watcher. The watch count didn't go up, and so on. So if you see stuff here, folks, don't hesitate. Check it out. Make best offers. See this nice phone here? Just to let you know, this is a Sony phone. This was my phone. My personal phone. The thing is in very good condition. I spent a lot more than $79. I bought it brand new. Okay, this came right from the Sony store. And this has been sitting around for a long time. Look how many people looked at it. 691. 1 watcher. Not even an inquiry. Okay, same thing with all of these other items. Now I jump to the next page really quick. And I got these. Same thing. I dropped the price points down to hopefully move it, and nobody's moving. It's really slow. I can't, I was dropping the prices. I said, if I keep dropping the prices anymore, now here's another one's got to be corrected. $9.99, and I got to buy it now for $9.99. That's why I said I got to go over a couple of these. I was in a rush. I was doing this. I had to go step out earlier, and you can't multitask when you're doing your listings. So I got to work on this one here. This is another one I got to work on. So, but again, what you see here, folks, if you like anything here, please don't hesitate. You're not going to insult me by making a bid, you know, a low offer bid. Like, I mean, as long as it's not something so ridiculous where I just decline the offer. But don't feel that way. I mean, if you feel like you wanna drop an item down or a dollar or two, maybe, you know, let me know. Make the offer. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you any more than that. That's it. The ball's in your court, you know. So check it out, okay? Anyway, this is what we got going on. I'm gonna hopefully drop the link and you can look at the stuff I have. And if you want anything, like I said, I can't ship it out today. It'll be shipped out if you guys do make any purchases. It'll be shipped out to tomorrow morning, hopefully, definitely tomorrow, unless something happens where we have a great storm, which I don't see that happening. But it should have no problem going out. But as you can see, this is what I have, and all I'm asking is, please. Matter of fact, this is going to be coming down. This one here is coming down to, I think, $7.95 as well. So if you're interested in this Santa Teddy, check it out. After I do this, after I get up this video, I'm going to make the corrections on the ones that have the errors in them. So this will be coming down too, to, I think, to $7.95, just to let you know. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Some more. This clock radio is going to be coming down. That's a little pricey, so that's going to be coming down as well. I still have stuff to drop down. I didn't get a chance to finish it all because I had to run out and do some errands. Okay, and that's basically what we got going on, folks. So you see here, you know, these homemade. It's a handmade Aruba mini purse. I think they were off as they were souvenirs, and I don't have any watches, but I got them for $7.95 each. Just two different ones. That's why I put them in together. And what else we got here? Just trying to look at candy doll. That's the here's the M&M candy doll. I lowered it down. I had it, I think, for $14 or $13. Wasn't going away. I moved it down to $7.95. Still, I didn't get any watches on it. It is what it is. If you're looking for a nice Syracuse University ceramic mug, check this one out. I got to drop the price. It's too high. That's why, you know, I don't think that's why I got such small views. But then again, I did put it up yesterday, I believe. Okay. So anyway, folks, that's what we got going on. I'm going to bump back out of here. Again, if you see anything that you like, please don't hesitate. Make an offer. You've seen what I have there. I do have to make some corrections. I'm going to do that right after I get off this video. If you got any questions, please message me on the eBay system about a particular item you're looking for, or if you want to drop a comment on the, if you want to leave a comment on the YouTube. I usually answer either way. I'll answer you, in any format. And let me know what you think. I'd love to have you guys as subscribers. I thought I'd share the news with you guys. This is for the newbies, the guys that are coming on, the new people that are subscribed to the new channel, the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I hope you find the content that I put out there helpful to you. I tell it like it is when I do the sneak peek videos and when I do demos and intro videos. I don't sugarcoat anything. If something's broken or dirty, it's got a scratch on it. For 99.9, or actually 100% of the time, I do the evaluations on it, and I will point that out in the video. And hopefully, if I don't forget, it'll be pointed out in the description as well. So without further ado, I'm going to end this video. I just want to say thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And please, like I said, if you see stuff on there that's of interest to you, please don't hesitate to make a bid. That's all I can tell you. Don't hesitate to make a bid. Once this stuff goes, printers, the Xbox guitars, whatever the other items I have in there, hats, I don't think I'm going to be dealing with a lot of that stuff anymore. I want to change over to something a little different, a little more, I don't know, I guess not eclectic, but a little more, on a vintage style. But I like the stuff that I could source from this dealer. I know a lot of the stuff might be expensive. People might say, yeah, but he's going to charge you top dollar. It all depends. I'm going to be searching and scoping for certain items that I think will be, suitable for me. And like I said, I don't want to buy stuff that's not going to, work, or be, I don't want to put junk up on eBay. The only thing I will say in regards to something that's not 100% would be the Versace eyeglass case I picked up. It was a white one and had stains on it, and you'll probably see it if you look at it. And I try cleaning that thing up the best I can. The inside's nice and clean, It's the outside. It does have imperfections on it. It is, you know, I don't know how old it is, but it does have condition issues. It's stained on the back. It looks like, I don't know, some kind of like, it looks like a blue marker went on or whatever. And I tried cleaning it as best I can. I even used sneaker dye to dye it white again. I can't do that. I mean, I tried it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's just to, you know, clean it up and stuff like that. And that didn't work. But you know, again, it'll all be noted in the descriptions. Thanks again, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll talk to you next video. Bye bye now.